Anya had always been a city girl, her world confined to the bustling streets of London. The concrete jungle, with its towering skyscrapers and the constant hum of traffic, had been her comfort zone. But now, she found herself standing at the edge of a dense, ancient forest, the towering trees forming a canopy that blocked out the sunlight. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, a stark contrast to the pollution of the city. She had come to this remote part of Scotland on the advice of her therapist, who believed that a change of scenery might help her cope with the depression that had been creeping into her life. Anya had initially been skeptical, but as she stood at the edge of the forest, a sense of peace washed over her. Perhaps this was exactly what she needed. With a deep breath, Anya stepped into the forest. The path was narrow and winding, leading her deeper and deeper into the woods. The silence was almost deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant call of a bird. Anya felt a strange sense of exhilaration, as if she were on an adventure. As she walked, she noticed a small, winding stream. She followed it, the sound of the running water providing a soothing accompaniment to her thoughts. The forest was filled with life, the trees teeming with birds and squirrels. Anya watched as a family of deer grazed peacefully in a clearing. Suddenly, she heard a low growl. Her heart pounded in her chest as she turned to see a large male lion emerging from the undergrowth. The lion stood there, its eyes fixed on her, its muscles rippling beneath its tawny fur. Anya froze, her mind racing. She knew that lions were dangerous, but she also knew that they were generally afraid of humans. Slowly, Anya backed away, her eyes never leaving the lion. The lion watched her for a moment, then turned and disappeared back into the undergrowth. Anya let out a sigh of relief. She had faced her fear and survived. As she continued her walk, she came across a clearing. In the center of the clearing was a small wooden cabin. Anya hesitated for a moment, then decided to investigate. The door was unlocked, and she pushed it open. Inside, the cabin was cozy and warm. There was a fireplace, a small kitchen, and a bedroom. Anya decided to stay in the cabin for the night. She made a fire and cooked herself a simple meal. As she sat by the fire, she felt a sense of peace and contentment that she had not experienced in a long time. She had found a place where she could be herself without the pressures and expectations of the city. The next morning, Anya woke to the sound of birdsong. She stepped outside and took a deep breath of fresh air. She felt refreshed and invigorated. She had spent the night in the forest and she loved it. Anya spent the next few days exploring the forest. She discovered hidden waterfalls, climbed ancient trees, and even encountered a family of wild dogs. She learned to trust her instincts and to appreciate the beauty of the natural world. As her time in the forest came to an end, Anya felt a pang of sadness. She had grown to love this place, and she knew that she would miss it. But she also knew that she had found something within herself that she had never known existed. She had faced her fears, overcome her depression, and discovered a love for nature. As she stood at the edge of the forest, looking back at the place that had changed her life, Anya felt a sense of peace and gratitude. She knew that she would never forget her adventure in the wilderness. The moral of the story is that facing fears and embracing change can lead to personal growth and healing.